You've probably heard the phrase real estate is the best investment you'll ever make. But let's be honest, for most people, actually getting into real estate feels like trying to join an elite club where the dress code is cash and the bouncer is the bank. High interest rates, ridiculous down payments, unpredictable markets. And the worst part? Even if you manage to buy a property, you either turn into a full-time landlord or pay someone else to do it and watch your profits vanish. But what if I told you that there's a way to invest in real estate without the stress, without the gatekeeping, and without needing a mountain of money? Yeah, I'm talking about REITs. Let's dive into how this real estate investment fund is flipping the script on how everyday people, like you, can finally invest in real estate. Before I start, if you're tired of scams and want a real solution for making money online, check out my #1 recommendation in the description below. If you're not an accredited investor, meaning you don't make six figures or have a net worth that sounds like it belongs to a Marvel villain, you've probably been locked out of traditional real estate funds. In fact, roughly 90% of Americans don't qualify. And even if you do somehow scrape together the cash to buy your first rental property, welcome to your new part-time job, landlord. Late-night phone calls, broken water heaters, flaky tenants, and don't forget the sweet joy of property taxes. It's enough to make you throw in the towel before you even start. This is where Roots comes in, and honestly, these folks get it. Roots is a real estate investment fund, but with a twist. You can invest with as little as $100, even if you're not accredited. Yep, that's right. No income requirements. No millionaire status needed. It's real estate investing made radically accessible. And over $10 million has already flowed into the fund. In the past 12 months alone, Roots is up more than 16%. Meanwhile, the stock market's been doing the limbo in cryptos. Well, crypto ing. Getting started with Roots is laughably simple. Here's how it works. Head to the Roots website. Fill out your investor form and tax info. Decide how much you want to invest. E-sign your paperwork. Link your bank account. In less than 5 minutes, you're officially a real estate investor. Go ahead, update that LinkedIn profile. But it gets better. Roots doesn't just collect your money and send you quarterly emails with generic pie charts. They use that capital to buy actual homes, real properties, real people, real returns. And then they fill those homes with tenants. But not just any tenants, people who are treated like partners in the process. How? Here's the magic. When residents live in a Roots home and treat it with care, paying rent on time, being respectful, they actually earn a rent rebate. And they can use that rebate to invest in the very fund you invested in. Read that again. Your tenant is also your co-investor. You're on the same team. Instead of the typical landlord versus tenant dynamic, the us versus them nonsense, Roots aligns both sides. If the property succeeds, everyone wins. Daniel Dorfman, the CEO of Roots, said it best. We understand the impact that owning and investing in real estate can make on a person's life, both mentally and financially. We believe that everyone should have that opportunity. And yes, everyone includes the people living in the homes. This isn't rent to own. It's own while you rent. Let that sink in. It's almost too wholesome, right? Like it should come with a fireplace and a golden retriever. But it works. Roots creates a win-win ecosystem. Tenants care more. Investors earn more. The properties appreciate. The community benefits. It's capitalism with a conscience. And get this, since its inception, the Roots Fund is up 32%. In that same period, the S&P is down 6%, and crypto has dropped 21%. Not bad for something that lets you start with less than the cost of a dinner date. When you invest in Roots, you're also in control. YW checkmark, you can reinvest your earnings back into the fund. YW checkmark, or withdraw them for something fun, like a vacation or rent. YW checkmark, you can even set up monthly or quarterly contributions if you're into dollar cost averaging. And while Roots recommends keeping your money in for at least a year, life happens. If you need to pull out early, you can cash out quarterly when distributions are paid. No drama, no penalties, just flexibility. Let's be real, most of us have wanted to get into real estate for years. But between the financial hurdles and the logistical nightmares, it just hasn't been possible. Roots is changing that. And not with gimmicks or complicated crypto tokens or metaverse property, but with actual homes, actual people, and actual returns. This is real estate investing for the real world. And it's finally on your terms. So if you've been waiting for the right time to get started in real estate, this might just be it. YW checkmark, head to insert website here. YW checkmark, invest as little as $100. YW checkmark, join a growing community of smart, ethical investors. YW checkmark, help reshape the future of real estate for yourself and others. Because at the end of the day, Roots isn't just about making money. It's about building something better together. Before you leave, if you're tired of scams and want a real solution for making money online, check out my #1 recommendation. Click the link in the description to see the best business to start online, which made me over $26,000 last month alone. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the channel for more reviews and honest insights. Thanks for watching.